All right. Don't worry about sig figs for now. Okay, so I want to do now number 5. I want to do number. Oops, the wrong one. No, because I'm going to do number 8. Number 8's harder, so I want to do that one. Okay, so number 5A. Number 5A tells me that I have 5.75 times 10 to the 24 formula units of NaCl. And it wants to know what?
The number of grams.
The number of, no.
Grams.
The grams. Sorry, I wrote the wrong thing. Number of grams. Good. Now, Richard, if I'm going from formula units to grams, can I go straight there?
No.
No. You'll get your mole mass, right? You have the things like this.
Yeah.
And we have grams here and formula units here, and this is volume, this is a moles, right? If there are no lines connecting them together, you can't go there. So I'm trying to go from formula units to grams. Is there a line that goes straight through that? No. I have to go through what? Moles. So I have to go from formula units to moles. Then from moles, I have to go where? To grams. So there are 2 steps. So let's start with what's given. What is the only information that I have right now? The formula units. So I start with 5.75 times 10 to the 24 formula units. And where do I have to go next? To moles, right? So if I have times and the division bar, what's the unit at the bottom? Formula units, right? Because remember, if we're starting out with a certain unit, that's going to be unit at the bottom, correct? Now, what is the unit that we want? Moles. Good. Now, let's fill in the number. How many moles? Because mole always gets 1. Now, Ashley, what is a formula unit? Look at your notes, hon. 6.02 times 10 to the 23rd. Okay? Before we do, we have to. Before we do the math, I want to just cancel out the units first. Am I done? No. I have to add one more step, right? Now this becomes your beginning point. What is the unit at the bottom? Moles. What's going to be the unit at the top? What is the number of moles that I always get? 1. Now this comes from where? Periodic table. So Rich was on fire today. Okay, so NaCl. Someone tell me what the molar mass is. For sodium, what is it? All together? Which one? Sodium only? 22.9. How about chlorine? 35, right? Okay, so I'm going to round it to 35. Let's do the math. I'm going to pretend that it's 23, just rounding it up so it's easier. I have 8 and 58. So that 58 goes where? At the top where the gram is. Now, what unit cancels out? The moles cancel out. What is the only unit I have left? Do I have the unit that I want now? You're done. So let's look at the numbers. Am I... Okay, let's take care of the top ones first, right? If they're next to each other, what do we do? So if you put in the calculator, this is what it's going to look like, okay? Let me show you how to put in the calculator first, okay? So if you're the type of person who gets confused, this is what I want you to do. Put this over a 1, right? If they're all at the top, you multiply. So top, you're going to multiply. If it's at the top and the bottom, what do you do? Top versus bottom means you divide. So the numbers that you're going to multiply are 5.75, 5. Okay, in the calculator, must put the parentheses around the numbers. Parentheses, 5.75, E, 24, times, parentheses, 58. Okay? Then you're going to get this number, whatever that is, and you're going to divide this number with what? 6.02 times 10 to 23. This is, you don't have to do the division, but it's easier if you do it this way so you can see where the answers break down, okay? So So this divided by parentheses 6.02 E 23. Okay, oops, sorry. Okay, whatever that answer is going to be the right answer. Now, hold on. Depending on the calculator, right? They change. So, does everyone understand how to do this problem?
Yeah.
Okay, now I'm going to show you how to put it in the calculator because it seems like that's where the problem is usually. So I'm going to switch over to the calculator view. Okay, can I borrow this? And Precious, can I borrow your graphing calculator? Please bring it up. Okay, if you have one of these calculators, right? It's going to have, this is a difference. So this is like TI 30, and which one do you have? TI? Okay, she's got Casio, but that's fine, close enough. Casio or anything above TI 87 or something, right? 89 or whatever. 84 is fine. Anything that's like greater than 30 is gonna look like this. Can you raise it up? It's gonna be one of those, right? Okay, so let's talk about the simpler one, right? So here, what you're gonna do, the way you'll put in the let's just figure out how to put 6.02 times 10 to 23, right? You're gonna write parentheses, really clear, parentheses, so I have it in, 6.02, and you're gonna click second, and then that x minus 1 thing. Because above x minus 1 button, there's this other button that's in yellow. What does it say? EE. That essentially is that E thing that I was talking about. So if you do that, okay, that's fine. So the whole idea is that this part is gonna give you the letter E, right? So let's look at the school calculator. So can I borrow the school calculator? On this school calculator, if you look for E, okay, so you have to do a caret, which means you have to write parentheses 6.02, caret, it looks like this. Oh, I'm sorry, times 10, sorry, times 10, caret 23. And you can do this in a regular graphing calculator too. Okay, now, can I borrow yours? Let's talk about TI-84. TI-84, you have two options. You have that EE, which is a second comma in this case. So you'll write parentheses 6.02, second, comma, 23, parentheses, right? Or on Precious calculator, the EE is EXP. Yes. So on these things, you're looking for EXP, so you'll reference 6.02 EXP 23. So if I type that in, 6.02 exponent 23, that's going to give you the EE, and that's exactly what you got. So that times 10 to the power of something, that times 10 portion, all you're looking to do is replace this with something like EE or exponent. Does that make sense? Okay, rule of thumb, always use parentheses. Okay? That will give you the least amount of error when you're putting in the calculator. Alright, so you've done so far 2 questions. You have the rest of the class period to finish the second column. This is due at the end of the class when you walk out. I'm going to have a black tray over there. You're going to staple it. I don't need your problems. I just need your work on a separate sheet. Write cleanly and circle your answer with full work.